Hello.
I'm fixing it.
We're
on
adjusting
the,
the camera.
Hi,
and
everybody.
giving dogs treats.
Yeah, we gotta give them their treats or else they'll be up on our laps quickly. So I'm Diane. This is my beloved wife, Suzanne, from Where True Love Is movement. Mm-hmm. So we just want to come and talk to you live today. And what are we going to talk about?
We were thinking about every darn week. It's a tough week. And we're sick of talking about tough things. So my Dolce's like, what if we talk about laughter? And then we thought we would put that concept of laughter into a little more in practice rather than discussion about laughter. So we found some silly, funny conversation starters, questions, and we're just going to go through them. We didn't practice, so you guys going to kind of hear these answers on the fly just as we're answering them, okay? So hopefully it's going to be fun.
I hope. I have no idea where this is going to go.
Nope.
So we'll see what happens. You'll get a little bit of our personality and how we interact with each other.
And the first problem is getting the screen back up because
my screen has died, so she's going to look at it and try to fix it. And do you want me to just go ahead and ask the first question?
Ask it.
Okay, the first question we're going to answer today is cereal soup. Why or why not?
Is cereal soup? What do you think? What's your theory while I try to find this document?
Is cereal soup? That's really interesting that we asked that question this week because I saw somebody on Twitter getting really mad because their spouse put milk in the bowl and then the cereal. And they wanted the cereal in the bowl and then the milk. So is it soup? I think of soup cooked, but then there's cold soup.
That's true.
So I think I would rather keep my cereal and soup separate.
Not have them be the same.
Not have them be the same. I want my soup with the stews and all of that, and I want my cereal over here.
What is soup, though? I mean, yeah. What is soup, though? It's a liquid with stuff floating in it. So is it like, is cereal breakfast soup?
There's so many things, though, that are liquid with things floating in it.
Like what? What are their...
No.
Jell-O, technically. We're talking about food.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know.
But it leaves an odd kind of thought in my mind that it's just weird.
It is a little weird. So what do you guys think? I'm getting this, look at this glow. I'm getting, like, once again,
it looks like one of those horror
monster movie
things.
glow. What do you guys think? Put your answer down. Is cereal soup? Breakfast soup? I've got no objections to that, actually. I love soup. I typically eat it in a similar way where some of it's going down my chin because I'm just like shoveling it in so fast. So
I wonder if I might be a little bit of one of those people who like my things separate.
Oh, could be.
Like I used to like those little camp plates that we have for kids.
Yep.
Maybe my soup is in this category over here.
You don't want it mixing
my
with
cereal's
your
over
cereal.
here.
If a breakfast soup was going to exist, what would it have in it?
Oh, waffles.
That doesn't keep things
Waffles
separate.
and bacon.
Well, I was thinking sausage at least could make it in there.
There
but
you
don't
go.
want like eggs floating around in your... Well, there's egg drop soup. Is egg drop soup a breakfast food? That's another question.
That's for another day.
But yeah, so you guys answer whether you think cereal is soup. Okay? Here's a question.
Okay.
What's the weirdest smell you've ever smelled?
Well, for me, it's not really funny, but it's... I used to live in Orlando, and everywhere in Orlando they have orange juice or orange canning factories.
That makes sense.
And they take the peels, I believe, and burn them or something because these factories would emit these smells at a couple different times during the day that were just absolutely strange and horrific. They smelled like burning rubber, but citrus and sweet and sour all at the same time. It was really strange. It was really strange.
Oh, I used to live in Rochester, New York, and the Genesee Brewery was there, and on a rainy day, so you would always smell that, which I did not appreciate. It's not a good smell. But the weirdest smell I ever smelled was in a public bathroom.
Oh, no.
When I walked in and smelled strongly the scent of Chinese food. I didn't know what to think.
Chinese restaurant?
No, this was in the middle of a huge Kodak plant.
Was someone
Also
cooking
in Rochester.
Chinese food
I
on the radiator?
don't know. I was disturbed, and I didn't like it.
That's interesting. That's
We're gonna move right along to the next question.
That's gonna leave a mark.
It should. Do you want to hear this one?
Okay, is it my turn to ask?
It is, number 3 there.
Okay, what is the best joke you've ever been a part of?
Do you want me to answer this one first?
Yes.
So, I'm usually not a practical jokester because what I find is that they always have to be returned, and I never like the results. I don't like it when the practical joke
I
comes
know. I don't think anybody does.
flinging
really.
right back at you. So, but anyway, still the best one was that we got a doll from a thrift store, one of those fancy
Oh my
dolls
God,
in
I
a
forgot about
fancy
this, good Lord.
dress, and we changed it so that she had blood coming out of her mouth and her eyes, and we tore up her dress, and we made her look really scary. And then, where did we put it?
On the car.
On
The
Tanya,
grandchildren.
our daughter's, eldest daughter's windshield, under the windshield
Yeah,
wiper
we did.
to freak her
It
out.
was October too. It was around Halloween, wasn't
That's
it?
true, it was this time of year. But what
did.
happened?
Well, it got turned around.
It bounced back. So this was the best joke I took part of, but also ended up being the recipient because a couple of days later, I came out in the morning to make coffee, and we have windows that are about this high above the kitchen sink. So I went about my business, and I'm filling the coffee pot, and I look up, and this scary face was looking at me through the window, and it was that same doll. And I think I screamed.
Pre-coffee. You didn't only scream. You don't often say the F word, and I'm not talking about faith or fellowship or family.
Oh, no.
It was the other F word.
Oops.
And it was very loud. It was pre-coffee, and I was still in bed, kind of trying to get out of bed. So, like, I thought someone had jumped into our kitchen and was killing you.
Scared the daylights out of me. So it was both the best joke and also, a significant payback. How about you?
Yeah, Tanya got us on that one. She got us
True.
back really good. Well, one of mine could be a reason why this man divorced me.
Uh-oh.
So I had talked to my same daughter.
Oh, dear.
And we were like, no, this was Donna that was there. Tanya wasn't there.
All right.
And we had decided to give Tim, my ex-husband, a hard time because he refused to change the lights in the bathroom when they were really, really bright. And I was pregnant and she was pregnant and we couldn't get to him. So I kept telling him, it's too bright. It's not good for your eyes. It's not good for putting makeup on. So we conjured up this makeup where it looked like I had burnt myself, burnt my eyes and everything.
I have not even heard this
Oh
story
my
before.
God, yeah. And then I did it and I came out screaming out of the bathroom and Donna's sitting out there just waiting for the reaction from Tim. And when I came out, he was so upset.
Aw.
So I was trying to make him feel better. So it's like the best joke but the worst joke. And it's one of those
Once
things where-
again,
yeah,
jokes are tricky.
They don't always work good when
At least
they're
practical jokes.
type
Practical jokes. I'm not
Needless
really
to
a fan.
say, he did change the light bulb and we did get a divorce.
Well, that's good. Well, it worked out well for me. Either way, your makeup is impeccable. Let's see. So this is question number 4.
Okay, I'll ask this one. What is the most embarrassing thing that you've ever worn? This will be interesting.
My friend Kathy may be watching right now. And if so, I apologize. But the worst thing I ever had to wear was at my friend Kathy's wedding. I was
Wow.
in it.
Okay.
And I was very, very large with child from my eldest daughter. I was pregnant with my eldest daughter. And there were 3 different weddings. All of our friends we were the first to get married and for the first to have kids in our circle of friends. So I'm hugely pregnant, like probably 8 months, 8 or 9 months, probably 8 months. And so she had the idea that all of her brides, all of her wedding party would wear these handmade dresses that were, I think it's called gingham? So it's not the check,
okay.
but the tiny little flowers. Do you remember Holly Hobby figures? I felt like a Holly Hobby figure, or maybe from Little House on the Prairie or something. So there I am in my Holly Hobby dress with this huge baby bump out front. So that was the worst thing I ever had to wear.
Little Laura Ingalls pregnant at a wedding.
Pregnant, yeah, little pregnant Laura on the prairie.
House
That
on
was
the prairie.
me.
At
That
a
was
wedding.
me.
Well, for me, mine was I used to do this to myself when I was probably in my early 20s. I used to think it was funny to wear something odd and drive around or go in the grocery store or something and
Interesting.
pretend like
Once again, I did
it
not
wasn't
know
an
this
issue.
story.
So I wore some very good glasses with the big nose and the mustache.
Oh yeah.
And it looked kind of real. I don't know
Wow.
where I must have got it at some kind of costume shop, but it was most fun. I think I would drive down the road and people would just look at me, but now
Like,
at
wow,
this
look
age
at that
now,
great mustache.
I'd be so embarrassed. And I would go to the grocery store and I would just walk up and down the road.
Oh my gosh,
and
how did I
kids
not
would
know
point,
this?
and I would try not to laugh, and they'd go in the next row, and then I'd laugh. Yeah, that's
Wow. So that wasn't really embarrassing though, because you loved it.
I loved
You
it,
had
but
a good
now
time.
just to tell you about it is a
It's
little
a
bit
little
embarrassing.
Well, you're brave. You are bold. Okay. What old person things do you do? Which is funny because, you know, old is a relative term, and some people out there would consider us old. I don't know if you know that.
Gosh, just
but
getting out of
it's
bed.
true.
But what's the question again? What
Where
old
is it?
person
What
things do I
old
do?
person things do you do?
Well, I twiddle my thumbs.
Oh, that's kind of an old person thing.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
But didn't your Nana do that?
My Nana did that, so
Mm-hmm.
I just sit and start twiddling my thumbs, and it kind of calms me. So
That's good.
it might seem odd to be doing it in the middle of a presentation or something.
You ever see her?
We'll be sitting there,
You
we'll be
say, "What you
talking
so nervous
about
about, Dolce?"
LGBTQ rights, and I'll be like, because I'm not the public speaker and you are, I'll be sitting up there with my hands on the podium twiddling my thumbs. What about you?
I think the most old person thing I do is wear a flannel nightgown in the winter. I love flannel nightgowns. They make me feel like a kid because I used to wear them when I was little, and my grandmother used to make them for me. But it seems like not that many people do. Does anyone out there wear one? Please let us know if you do, and maybe make me feel less like an old person. What else?
You look cute in it.
Oh, thanks.
We had to search high and low for it.
Yeah, Dolce found it for me. I think it was somewhere easy, turned out too, which is surprising because I didn't know that they really sold them. Because it's, you know, it's serious flannel. It's not Holly Hobby flannel, which would be even better because that would be total flashback from my childhood. But it's plaid.
I think we should take a picture.
Maybe I'll do a fashion shoot.
I don't think just a picture of the nightgown by itself.
I don't know. It's pretty hot. Not gonna lie.
Things.
Okay.
Do you think the flannel nightie would bring on stalkers?
I think it would fend off stalkers. Also, we're both very ritual. We like our days
we
to
are.
go the way they do. We got our things that we do at certain times of the day, and
Yeah.
we watch or we do whatever.
We're in bed early.
I think we're
up early.
pretty. I don't think we're in bed early.
Well, we
should
used to be in bed earlier.
We used to be.
It's been later because we've had to watch more comedies to kind of
Relax at
relax from what's happening in the world.
Yeah. So routines, I think, are also one of the things that
So my
are
turn.
very old people. Yeah, number 6 there.
Would you rather eat a handful of hair or lick? What was it? Lick 3 public telephones. Do they have public telephones?
I don't think they do. So this is going to have to be relatively theoretical.
We just told our old person age thing.
Right. What is
We look
what is
for
the
we look for public telephones.
What's the old person thing to do? Search the streets for a telephone. Does no one have a telephone? What's happening to the world?
So which one would you rather? I know.
Well,
You'd lick.
no. Dolce thinks I'm willing to lick everything, which
She
I'm
is.
really not. I draw
We
a
have
line.
stories
This is COVID time, though. So I think I'm not going to be licking public telephones.
because of the COVID.
Yeah.
So let's pretend like the COVID wasn't there.
The COVID wasn't there. How old am I when I'm doing this?
You
now?
are 30.
30. I would probably lick the phone.
See, I knew it. Prime age phone licking is 30. Take that fact and put it in your pocket. If you're past 30, there are no
It
public
dwindles.
phones, so.
Well, it makes it easier. You don't have to eat. You have to just eat the hair and get it over. What would you rather do?
Oh my God, this is such a weird question.
This is so weird.
Would I eat the hair or lick the phone? Can I bring sanitizer with me?
It doesn't qualify anything.
Oh, well then I would find a way to safely lick the phone because the hair is going to be there a while.
Well, in that case, can I make food out of the hair? Can I turn it into soup?
No, but a sweater.
Cook it and no, because I'm not going to eat a sweater. That's more than 3 mouthfuls of hair. Eat a handful of hair, not 3.
You're going to make
So you could probably
cold
cook it in
hair
water.
cereal soup?
No, don't mix questions. No, you just take the hair and you cook it, and then in some water.
Oh.
And then you put it in a blender so you can just drink it and get it over with faster.
You do realize that you cook for me and serve the food. Now I'm going to be
Yeah, look
a
out.
little scared.
You won't need hand sanitizer. Okay, would you rather have a horse's tail or a unicorn horn?
Oh,
I love this question.
A unicorn horn by far.
Really?
Give me a unicorn horn and a rainbow, and I am a happy Dolce.
Really?
Yes.
So what would you do about your hat predilection?
I would have them custom designed
Okay, that's expensive though.
by Michael Kors.
Oh no, it says my battery might run out soon.
Oh, that's
Here,
not
let's
good.
notice that my phone is going to die, so we're going to have to hurry. So, I get the stylishness of a unicorn horn,
Oh, yes.
but it's not that. I'm thinking that you can't, like, if you're lying in bed, would it hit the headboard, or if you're in a car, and if you've got a horse's tail, it's useful. You can swish it around to get the flies off your shoulders, or whatever you need to do.
I like the idea of
You
it
can
hitting the
brush
headboard.
It sounds uncomfortable though. Would you
I
have
would
to
sing
get
that old song, knock 3 times on the headboard
That's not
if you
actually
need
a
me.
song. That's not actually a
with
song.
your unicorn horn.
It's not a song.
See, you should have gone down this road with me.
Okay, we're gonna have to do one more and then stop because my phone is gonna die, and then
Well, let's see
we
which
want to be
one
able
do
to
we
say
want to
goodbye.
do.
Oh, okay. There's that one. Don't do 9 because I don't.
Let's do 11.
Oh, that one's
11
so
or
easy
10?
though. I think 10.
Okay. Should I ask it?
Go for
All
it.
right. How long would you last in a zombie apocalypse? Now, I'm going to take these questions and I'm going to put them on there, and I hope people answer
Oh
them
yeah,
because
yeah,
they're
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah.
We
They
need
are.
to be
We
entertained.
need to have the answers.
Okay,
Yes.
so what's your answer?
How long would I survive in a zombie apocalypse? Now, if I had time to plan, which I'm not one of those people, we've never really watched Walking Dead or whatever. So I think if I was one of those people and was planning, we could last a long time. With the two of our minds together, problem solving and creatively wise, I think we could last for probably years.
Huh.
But on the fly, like if all of a sudden it's like, zombie apocalypse, what do I do? And we're just relying on our memory of like which weapons work better, and you have to go for their brains, and like we don't have a chainsaw, we've got a table saw, but then that requires taking a zombie
Oh.
and positioning them properly,
Oh.
and that's that's a lot. That's a lot of work, and you,
You
have
would
to
need
get
your
close.
your food all stored.
Oh, for survival. But I'm just worried about like surviving the zombies first, because we have some food and we could get creative. I think on the fly, because like weapon wise, I'm just trying to assess our weapon base, and I think we don't have a ton of really useful weapons. But you've got crutches; you can always smack them.
I love that you take this so serious.
This
and
is a
practical.
serious question.
She's the practical one. I'm not.
Yeah. So how long do you think you could survive?
I would be dead
You would always-
immediately. So it's a good thing you would last a really long time, because maybe we'll meet
No,
in
that
the
was
middle.
only about planning.
Because
That
you
was
know how emotional I am and how I freak out.
Oh, and you don't like. She doesn't like gross things.
And I don't like scary stuff. So I
don't
would
like
just
gross,
have a
you don't
heart
like
attack and
scary.
I would be dead, and you could
That's probably
eat my
true.
body.
So you're saying I could eat your body. You don't
Right.
want me throwing the. So here's a question for all you zombie people out there: after they eat the brain, is the rest of the
Oh,
body left
oh.
behind? Like, could
We
I
went
eat her
there.
body if
we went
if
there?
it?
See, this is
these
why.
are real questions.
This is why you could survive.
Well, you got to get practical when it comes
Not
to
me.
zombies.
Any of that. Just seeing them.
Yeah.
And I'm out flat. I'm gone. I'm gone.
Ah, that's sad.
Well, we watched a little bit of Walking Dead with my family
Yeah.
one time.
A season
And
finale a
They
couple
were
years ago.
just so into it, and I was like,
Yep.
"Dear God,
We're
please
like,
change the channel.
oh,
Let's watch Frasier.
we don't like scary stuff.
Let's watch Friends."
But if you were stuck in a zombie apocalypse, then you got to just get a grip and make it work.
Oh, some people just
Survive.
can't. I'm glad you'll last a long time, because maybe you'll drag me along
I'll
with
save
you.
you.
Yeah, I think you would.
I'll try. All right. Well, my phone is going to die, which I plugged it in right ahead of time, so I don't know what's going on. But any parting thoughts for this coming week?
You know, it's been another one of those weeks.
It has.
October is already very, very long.
Surprises are starting
It's
early.
just one thing after another, and it's tough, and laughing is really important. And we hope that you go into your week and your weekend and you try to find places that bring you joy and make you laugh, because it's good for you and it's good for the people around you.
It's good for the world.
It's good for the world, and it's hard now to laugh, but there are things that are funny.
Seek the laughter.
Seek the joy and laughter.
Yeah. Find yourself your Dolce in your life who makes you laugh.
And
Spend
your
time with
beloved.
them. What else do I want to tell you? So, you know what I think you should do is maybe put the questions as separate posts.
So people can
So
answer
people
on
can
their own?
have a thread within each, because it would be hilarious. You guys, you people are funny. So, yeah.
That's the only thing I
Will
don't
do.
like about this format. It's like we're talking to you and we don't hear that, things
talking
come up.
at you
but we
instead
don't
of
get
with
them.
you.
Yeah, and I love when they help us too, because we need to laugh. So
Yeah.
your comments and your stuff about what's happened in your life and what you think about these questions will bring us some joy. So
Tell us your weird stories.
right.
Okay, and
We-
how long you give us a zombie apocalypse advice, because obviously we're not ready.
Right.
So
We're not.
ready.
One's dead, the other one's
Crying and
using table saws.
I'm trying to like just take it apart so I can hold it up. All right. Well, you guys take care. Okay. Have a great week, and we will talk to you next Friday.
Sending you love.
See ya.